welcome back to the channel. So last week I shared some of my 2024 goals and just how I do that in general, how I make that plan, the steps that I take. And this week I want to show you guys some organizational hacks that I have. So one of the goals that I had that I told you last week for my home is just to stay organized all the time. I feel like I go through these times where I purge like crazy and then I get everything back organized, and then 6 months later I feel like we're busting at the seams again and I start purging and it's like a vicious cycle. So this year, one of my goals in my home is to not do that cycle, is to not get so many things in our home that I can't keep up on, and then they get disarrayed and they get disorganized, and then I'm going through this cycle of constantly having to purge and reorganize my home. I want to keep it that way. One organization done for the year. So I ordered some things from Amazon in the last, I would say last couple months. And I did actually a big order about 3 weeks ago with a whole bunch of organizational items. And so I wanted to go around and show them. Over on Instagram, I asked if you'd like to know, and I had an overwhelming amount of people say yes, they want to see all the things that I got and things that make my life easier in being organized. One thing, as I take you through my home and show you all these things, to note that we are building a house somewhere else on our property and getting ready to move. Our house is very tiny where we're at. We have 5 people living in here, and so things are organized, kind of, but we're busting at the seams. There's stuff everywhere. In the new house, I'll have closets in different places with shelving that I can get everything really organized. But I do maximize this tiny space the best that I can. So if you're in a tiny home, this may actually help you. I do want to say that I don't have a whole lot of closet space, so there are shelves and things that are tucked in different corners. It is visible, but I do the best that I can in keeping those spaces organized. Okay, so we're starting right here because I have 3 things to show you right here. The first thing that I just got on Amazon. So I'm a big label maker person. Everything I use a label maker for. My label maker that I have, just a cheap one from Walmart, the screen broke, and so I can't see what I'm typing out. I'm just using my best guess and typing it. So I decided to try this new one out that I got on Amazon. And the brand is a Nimbot, and it's a smart label maker. So my girls, when we first got it, they were like, Mom, how does this even work? Like, how do you type it in? You don't, so my screen can't mess up. So you download an app on your phone, you type it in and create it on the app, and then it spits it out right here. And here's a power button, and you can charge it and the whole thing. So this is what I'm using for all of my labeling. And everything that I talk about here, I will link in the description. So if there's something that you could use in your home, that you can easily find it. But I'm really excited about this label maker because it really, the one I have is just a standard block lettering, and this one really, you can like kind of design it and make it fun. So I'm excited to try that. This is the only thing that I am not using yet, and I'm not going to use until we get to the new house, only because there's no purpose in me hanging these on my wall, only to then have to take them down and put them up in the new house. This is a hat hook. So it comes in a 2-pack, and I'll link them, but you screw it into the wall, and this is a ball cap hook. So we have cowboy hat racks, we have all these different racks, but we have ball caps everywhere. And so we're having big walk-in closets down there, so I'm going to get a bunch of these, and they stack nicely on top of each other, and they stay really nice and neat. So I'm really excited about these. They're not super heavy at all. I almost think, I think that's metal, and then this is plastic. They're very, very, very light. So, and ball caps are light, so they're not going to really make a big dent into your wall. So I'm super excited about these to try and keep some of our ball caps more organized. But just the whole part, like where you put a ponytail through, is what slips onto this, and then they just stack up really nicely right there. So excited to try these. Again, I'm not trying these or hanging these until we get into the new house, because there's no point in me hanging them on the wall here when in a month and a half I'll be moving. Okay, the last item in this area is using this photo box for all of your seed organization. I just got this for like 20 bucks on Amazon. It might be a little bit more now. I've had it for years. It's just a photo picture box, a plastic photo picture box. And it comes with a little label. So I label A to Z, which there's not enough boxes here for A to Z. So I do the ones that like I have seeds for that have the letters. And then I do list on here, which this is all handwritten. I'm gonna use my trusty label maker here to make cute little labels for these. And I probably need to get one more and space them out just a little bit because they're getting kind of compact as I get more seeds. But they keep everything so organized. So I can't tell you how many times, especially in the middle of gardening season, when I'm direct sowing things, that I come in real quick and I'm not shifting through all of these seeds and trying to find them and they're in this big basket or anything like that. They're nice and organized. They're alphabetized. I can go to it, pick it out, and they keep it all nice and compact in here. So I highly recommend using something like this for your seeds. It does keep everything really, really organized. And then on top, since everything is so organized, I actually end up leaving different empty seed packets of varieties that I like. So whenever I finish a packet, I'll put the empty one in here, and then as I'm going through them, if I didn't end up liking that variety or whatever, I'll go ahead and toss it. But if I did, it helps me to remember what they are for the next year. And then I can reorder the same thing. Now that we've gone through the stuff over here, let's take a walk and go to the next room and show you some more organizational hacks. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is the battery daddy. So I keep this in our utility closet that's in the mudroom. I could have brought you in there, but it's a literal mudroom with all the storms that we've been having, and so I'll spare you all of that. But I am loving the battery daddy. So you can buy this on Amazon. I will link it. I got this at Costco. So I saw someone share it on Instagram. I don't know, it was an influencer that I follow. And I saw her share it. She said she got it on Amazon. I'm like, that would be really neat. I should get one of those. And I never did. And then like a week later, I walked into Costco and this was up in the front of it. And I was like, oh, I gotta get one. And this is, even my husband's like, this is the coolest thing ever. Anyways, it's double-sided. It keeps all of your batteries organized. It has a battery tester to be able to test your batteries and see if they are good or not. So you're not just holding on to empty batteries that have no life in them. It has all different sizes of batteries slots that you can put them in. It clips together. You can flip it over, and it has a whole other side on the back side for AA batteries. Really handy, really cool, and it's one of our favorite organizational things, and it was something so simple. I think it's like 20 bucks. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was not very expensive, and it keeps your batteries so organized. I literally just stick it on the shelf like this and pull it out when we need it. And I no longer have a big basket full of floating batteries everywhere. And empty battery boxes that get thrown back in the basket and all that. This is so handy, and I love it a lot. Okay, the next item, I can't seem to find my large roll of it, but these little chalk labels, I have a whole roll that you can get on Amazon. I use it to, and I'll show you when we get over to my spices, I use it on my mason jars for my spices. I use it in my medicine cabinet for like tinctures and herbs and stuff. I use them a ton. I found this sheet that must have came with some set of jars or something that I purchased, but I don't typically use these ones, but this was just to show you what they are, because I'm so organized that I can't find the roll of it, and I know I put it with all of my stuff and I can't find it in there. But it comes usually with a chalk pen that's white, and you just handwrite on them and you can wipe them off. They stay on unless you get it wet, and wipe them off and reuse them. But these I use so much, and they make things look cute and very organized. Last thing in this room is my day planner that I got this year. I'm really liking it. I shared it last week in my video, but it's called the Day Designer, and I think they have different like covers and prints that you can choose from. They do have stickers and stuff. I don't tend to use them, but it has a month overview and then a daily organizational where it has broken down by the hour. It has a to-do list. I use the top portion and just kind of cross out a few of the things and put in my meal plan there. Anything you don't want to forget in the top 3 section, today's top 3s, and then there's a note section for any kind of different things. And it even has a little daily gratitude. I haven't used it yet, but that might be something I want to use as the year goes on. But I've really been liking it. It's a whole page for the day, and that's good for me because I use my day planner so much. It is like my lifeline. Without it, I forget things. I literally will even put on there if I need to make a phone call to remind myself to make that phone call. I use it so much. And so this one has been a good one. It's not perfect. It doesn't have everything I need. I'm a huge day planner person. I think I said this in last week's video. I don't know until I make my own if I'll ever find one that is perfectly fits my needs, but it is something in my future that I do want to do. But this one is a good one, and it's been satisfying most of my needs so far. Okay, nothing like heading to the bathroom, but this has been the coolest hack. Now, you don't need to get this on Amazon unless you absolutely are an Amazon person and don't want to run to Walmart, Target, or whatever you have locally to you, but using a paper towel holder, and you can get them cheap, but you can even get them at the dollar store for your scrunchies and hair ties, has been a game changer. They used to all just be in the drawer of the vanity, driving me bonkers, no organization to it. Now they just sit here on this paper towel holder, and it's just under the sink. The only downfall with this, the girl said, is if they want a scrunchie that's down there, they got to take them all off to get to that one. But it keeps, you can see what we have, and it keeps everything nice and organized. I try and keep the ones that we wear the most up on the top, but this is a nice way to store scrunchies and little hair bow things that have a scrunchie type rubber band attached to it. So this is a nice organizational hack. I will link just one on Amazon that's cheap, but you don't have to get it on Amazon. Go to Walmart, go to the dollar store, see if you can't just find. This one actually was one that we just weren't using that I snagged. So anyways, this is a nice organizational hack. All right, we made it into my kitchen. Now, typically I don't have a lot of organization that has to go in the kitchen because I'm in here 95% of my time. And so I keep my kitchen really organized, and I make sure that I kind of keep it minimal. I know I cook so much and I cook from scratch, and people would actually be surprised. I don't have every kitchen tool, gadget, all the things that people have, because I found that when I was doing that, it was making me more stressed. I had too much stuff. So I really keep it down to a minimum, the tools and the items that I use the most. But so it stays fairly organized in here. But the one thing that I changed is, as you can see my spice cabinet here up on the wall in the new house, I'm having something similar done. And everything, I didn't buy enough, so I have more coming. But everything was just a lid and a ring, which is totally fine, but you have to screw it on and off. I found these wooden pop tops that keep them airtight and sealed. Love them. They are cute, yet they fit the jar nicely, and it just is a nice little addition that's easy to, when you're cooking and you just want to pop one off real quick, and you can do it one-handed. So I have my bottom shelf here that I had enough for. I thought I ordered 2 boxes, and I must have just ordered 1 box of them. I think they come in a pack of 12. And I think they come in, I think you can do a wide mouth jar or a regular mouth jar. All of these are wide mouth jars, so that's the one I got, but I'm really loving them. This is the roll of chalk labels that I was talking about. So I use them all for my jars and stuff, and I'll link that, but this is the ones that I use, and I have all of my jars labeled with that as well. Welcome to my bedroom. So this is the last thing that I bought on Amazon for my organizational hack this year, and that is this wooden bracelet holder. I have never been super big on organizing my jewelry, and I know I should be, but this has been really a good solution to just having things, and you can even hang necklaces on the back here if you wanted to, having your jewelry nice and organized, and it looks pretty too. So just sitting here right on my dresser, now I can see what I have, and you don't like have an outfit or some, an event to go to and buy more jewelry when you can see exactly what you have and if it matches whatever you are going to wear. So this, it came apart, super easy to just install. It's 3 tiers, it's wooden because I love wood, and it fits so nicely right here on my dresser. I'll keep it on my dresser in our walk-in closet in the new house. And next up, I need to organize my earrings because those are a mess as well. But another task for another day. Thank you for following me along my house and seeing all my different organizational hacks for this year and the finds that I found. I hope that they help and bless you in your home and keep your home organized. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. I send out one new video every single week. Jump on over to the blog and join our email community over there. I send out one email a week over there with different recipes and farm life, organizational hacks, all the things that I'm doing here in my home and on our little homestead. And I hope this video was helpful, and we will see you next time. Take care.